All right, guys, we're gonna be testing out the camera butter ND filters for the GoPro Hero 13 today. I'm doing a little hike up to this. It's like a little plateau that has a good angle of a ridge we can fly. So I'll see you up there. All right, we'll find a spot right over here to fly from, and we'll be trying to hit that peak. We'll test the camera with no ND filter at all auto settings. So you can get a feel of, if you're not that experienced with ND filters, you'll get to see there's not much blur to it. It's way less cinematic. And then we'll use Camera Butter's app, which they just came out with, which is so awesome. Oh, it accesses your camera and you shine it, or you point the camera basically where you're gonna fly, and it analyzes the lighting and stuff and recommends like a really good setting for you, what ND filter, all the shutter speeds, all that stuff. Sorry I'm winded, just walked up a pretty big hill. But like right now it's probably gonna be an ND 32 if I had to guess. I haven't used the app yet, but I'll show you. I'll do a screen recording of that so you can see it. The second flight we'll fly with that so you can kind of see the difference. But right now we'll just find a spot over here and set up. But I'm shooting standard 8x7, 30 frames a second, wide, no hyper smooth. Let's see, 10-bit, high bit rate, auto shutter, auto white balance, ISO 1 to 1600, medium sharpness, medium denoise, and then flat. So we'll test those settings right now, and you'll get to see how that looks. So here we go. All right, guys. Jamie from the future, we're watching the first flight without the ND filter. We're watching it back, and right off the rip you can just tell there's a pretty good bit of jello in the shot, which is also another reason using an ND filter is nice, because it kind of hides any of that jello. It blurs the frames a little bit better to where it just doesn't pick up as much jello. So we'll just let this kind of fly up. I'll skip up to the top here in a second. So here we are, almost to the top. I'll freeze frame right here. If you look down, you'll notice there's no motion blur. It's just like a snapshot, which is kind of not what you want for cinematic flying. Same here, a lot of jello. You freeze it, you still got the same effect. There's no blur. So yeah, just hopping on here to talk through that. We'll come back and I'll do another voiceover when we get into the using the actual ND filter, and you can see the difference. We'll freeze it one more time over these trees, and yeah, just no motion blur or anything. So all right, so that was the no ND filter. Now I'm gonna I'll pop open the app and we'll try and get what settings it recommends, and then we'll do that. Camera Butter came out with this app. It's called ND Meter. You just search that in the App Store, and basically you're gonna open it up. You got a bunch of different settings. I have it set to Pro settings right now. So you can see in the top right, mode Pro. If you click that, you can select your camera. Those are the different cameras you can choose from. It's nice for the DJI Air unit down there, but we'll leave it on GoPro for right now. So right now you can, down here, as you slide the slider where it says motion blur, you can do minimal, subtle, medium, cinematic, and then max. So we'll leave it on cinematic. I have it set to 30 frames a second there. And then all you do is press the yellow button that says measure ND, and then we'll press that, and it'll, down here at the bottom, it gives you your recommended settings there. So we'll do an ND 32, 1/60 shutter, 100 ISO, and then right here in the bottom right, it actually gives you a QR code, and when you scan that, it automatically sets your GoPro up perfectly for all the settings you need, which is amazing. So Camera Butter knocked it out of the park with that. So I'll go back to the camera and we'll get everything switched out, and we'll send this ND 32 up. All right, so we have Camera Butter ND 32. I mean, this thing looks so sick. Also, when you lock it on, it automatically will tell the camera what ND filter it has on it. So when you do that, you're gonna wanna start with the Camera Butter logo towards the front screen. And when you turn that, and lock it in. Your camera butter is on top, your ND32 is on side. When you position it that way, it will register it. If you don't have it positioned like that, it's not gonna, at least for me, it didn't show up as an ND32. So yeah, you can see in the top here, it registers it. Because I actually have cinematic setting already set up, just because I fly like that all the time. So we'll do this. Everything should be how we need it. 100, medium, okay. All right guys, we got the ND32 on there, all the settings. We're gonna try and do the kind of the same line and come back and we'll just compare the two clips. All right, here we go, second flight. We've got the ND32 on there, all the manual settings, and right off the rip, if you just try and focus on the center of the clip, there's no jello. And it's the same quad, everything. This is just with this is what using an ND filter will get you. Once we get closer, like once we pick up some more speed or to the top of this little crest here, I'll freeze frame it. And you can just tell the motion blur and stuff. Even right there, if you look down to the left, down to the right, the bushes and the trees, they've got that blur effect to them. And again, I'm trying hard to see any kind of jello. I'm not seeing it. And then I got close to this rock here, so I'll freeze that. And you can just tell in the center of the clip, it's nice and crisp and detailed, and then towards the edges you have that blurring, which is, I mean, that's exactly what you want. And we'll just finish this out, let you see what it looks like. I know a lot of you guys already use ND filters, and this is kind of geared towards people probably just getting into FPV and want to start experimenting with ND filters. Camera butter makes a great product, so I'll pause it again here and you can just see that blur down on those pine trees. I think it looks so sick. And no jello still, which is awesome. So anyways, I hope this was super helpful for you guys, just trying to pick out whether or what NDs you want to go with, or if you want to use them at all. These are super nice. The Murdered Outlook looks really cool. I like the all black, but I hope this was helpful for you guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.